Hey, welcome back. It's time to do the finals. Can you believe it? How long has this been going on for? Just gonna be really silly for a second and look at the date that I started this. It's gotta be like 3 weeks. I think I started, or I must have been one of the first videos I did 3 weeks ago. Wait, that's not even 1 month ago. This survey has been going on for 1 month, guys. 1 month we've been trying to figure out what the best King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard survey song is. The big question when all of the quarantine and coronavirus is finished is going to be, what did you do during quarantine? That's what everyone, literally everyone is going to ask that to everyone. It's gonna be like every single conversation starter. It already kind of is. It's like, what are you doing during quarantine? And so when it's finished, like when you go out with your friends, or you'll be in a job interview, or you're, you know, talking with anyone on the planet, the question will be like, oh, how is your quarantine? What did you do? Did you do anything interesting? Well, at least my answer, I guess you guys can say it too, is gonna be like, oh, what did I do? Oh yeah, I participated in a multi-round YouTube Google survey to democratically vote for the best King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard song of all time. What did you do? Oh, wow, you watched Netflix. That's awesome. Did you participate in a highly granular data analysis based on hundreds of individual votes? Oh, you did online yoga? I took a multi-dimensional 3D survey to determine the coefficients of value of specific songs from King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. What did you do during quarantine? Oh, you slept in bed? All right, let's get into it. So a month is really big though. That's a long time. Like, a high five, guys. Or will we do a bro fist like PewDiePie? No. Do you do like this? Okay, wait, go do it now. Oh. Let's moving on. Sorry, I'm so cringy. I'm just going to put my email address because we have to avoid that people are taking the survey multiple times, which is something that happened in the semi-finals of the survey. So now actually we'll see how many people are actually participating. It would actually be kind of hilarious if like this survey gets like 200 respondents, but the previous ones had 600. So it means that the 200 people took it like 3 times. Let's just jump into it. Best of 5. I feel like it's so ridiculous because actually my whole point of doing this survey was because I was like, oh, like everyone thinks The River is the best song. Like, I'm sure it's not, but then I vote that part. So I'm gonna talk about why I'm voting for The River. I'm voting for The River because the single reason, 2 reasons, okay, 3 reasons. See, they're just coming on and off. Like, I keep thinking of new reasons. It's because it's so good, because it's the correct answer. Okay, let's give it a go. Okay, so I'm gonna vote for The River. I just had to listen to both of the songs again. I think the thing is, I've listened to Crumbling Castle a lot of times. I actually probably have listened to Crumbling Castle like fully more times than The River. So in that regards, like, I think Crumbling Castle has a better start to finish. I just can't compare the richness of the rhythms and sound of The River. Like the 5/4, especially in this middle section, I'll put it, there's just that groove. It's too good. It gives me goosebumps. I just listened to it again. It gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. The Crumbling Castle doesn't give me goosebumps. It's crazy. It makes me feel badass, and it's like really big and strong, but The River just takes it, man. In the best of 5, it takes it. And I think that's gonna be my vote here, so I'm just gonna go next. The River versus Self-Immolate. The River takes it. Crumbling Castle versus The River. See, that's yeah. Who is it? So I know that Regal Seagull and Francisco Blizzard had a lot of difficulty with this question, Crumbling Castle versus The River. The Lord of Lightning versus Self-Immolate, I'm gonna go with The Lord of Lightning. Honestly, I mean, I like Self-Immolate. It's heavy, it's really fun to play. It was a lot of fun to play. It was quite difficult to play actually, but I prefer The Lord of Lightning. The Lord of Lightning is like catchy, and like, what is the, actually no, that's not true. Self-Immolate is catchy as well. You have like Self-Immolate, but I don't know. I know that John Kennedy and Boyle's Back will be voting for The Lord of Lightning, so it's fine they have me covered on that side. And I know that Josh Ward is voting for Am I in Heaven. I'm actually gonna vote for The Lure of Lightning. I prefer it to Am I in Heaven. Am I in Heaven is nice, it's my favorite on that album, but I prefer The Lure of Lightning. Unlimited Power. Am I in Heaven versus The River, that's really, no, actually, I'm just picking The River. Crumbling Castle versus The Lure of Lightning, that's hard, but I prefer Crumbling Castle. I'm sure that Bassman, Morgan Braithwaite, The Fair Player, and Macaron572 will agree with me when I vote for Crumbling Castle. The Lure of Lightning versus The River takes it. Am I in Heaven versus Self-Immolate? I'll go for Am I in Heaven. I don't know, I like the positive, like, not that I'm a big fan of pop or happy songs, but the good feeling ones just appeal to me more, if that makes sense. Like more major chords, or like, I guess I probably just have a mainstream opinion. Crumbling Castle versus Am I in Heaven. Nope Dope, thanks so much for the comment. I really appreciate it. That means a lot. And Hazardous, that's me too. I've been waiting the whole month for this moment. Red Exclusive, that's a very clever comment. I think, so let me just explain why I haven't done The River or Crumbling Castle. Is because those songs are really long, really long. My turnaround for these covers has been one day, 2 days sometimes, in like the maximum. In Infest the Rat's, I remember some of them took a little bit longer, or like Altered Beast 4 took me 2 weeks because I was only doing it on the weekends, but I wasn't posting daily back then. Right now I'm posting daily, and so it's really difficult for me to cover those because it won't take me one day. It will take me like 2 or 3, even maybe 4 days to finish both of those songs, do all the guitars, all the parts, and ace it and do the song justice. But since I'm posting videos daily, that means that I won't have content to post on the day that I'm working on learning The River or Crumbling Castle. So that means that either I need to work on The River or Crumbling Castle all day and then like post another video that night, like something less cool or easier to do, and then I have to do that like 3 nights in a row. Yeah, so I mean, it will come up, and it just means I'll need to come up with some content, because both of those songs are on my list, but that's the only reason I'm just procrastinating the furthest that I can to do those. Anyway, submit. Thanks for participating. So if you're here and you're already subscribed, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Otherwise, what are you waiting for? Press the subscribe and the bell notifications button. Also join my Reddit subs. It's CharlesMario_subs. I'm trying to get that to be more active and start some threads on there. Follow me on Twitter otherwise. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.